Two timelines, one impossible mystery. Life is Strange Double Exposure follows Max Caulfield as she shifts between two timelines to solve a supernatural murder mystery after finding her friend Safi dead in the snow. In this parallel timeline, Safi is still alive and still in danger. With her new power, can Max solve and prevent the same murder? Buy Life is Strange Double Exposure, available now on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. Rated M for mature.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I have been having an issue with the app Spotify. If you guys don't know what Spotify is a music platform where pretty much they have you pay a monthly subscription to listen to any music that done came out yesterday, today, and then then you got space for music that's gonna come out in the future. All right, so my issue is that I have been with Spotify for a long period of time, right? I've been with them since 2016, so before that, the thing is this, I'm not even afraid to admit this because this was at a point in time where I was low on funds. So I was illegally getting my music. Yeah, I was a LimeWire kid growing up. I was the YouTube to MP3 kid growing up. And I was, that's how I was getting my music. But then I started working in Seattle, and the thing is this, like with me, when you start making money, you learn how to appreciate things. You learn to appreciate paying bills. You learn to appreciate, being able to take care of yourself, that's just something. Like the first time I had to say, when you go out, to my younger audiences out there, for those that have never gotten a job before, that day when you get a job, it really changes your, no, you know what? No, I had to take that back. The day when you get a paycheck from that job, it really changes the perspective, I guess, from your life for your whole life. It's like beforehand, it's because I don't know, with me, I remember growing up, I was quick to ask my parents for stuff. I'm like, a video game came out, was quick to ask them about it. When, I'm trying to think of some other, it was mainly just video games. I wasn't really into sneakers and stuff like that, when I was a kid. I was like somewhat into it, but not like how I am now. But anyways, no, when I started working in Seattle, and then I got that first paycheck, and it was a good paycheck too. I was like, oh, bruh, this is what I've been missing out on. Oh, I'm gonna go crazy. So yeah, I started doing more adult things. I started being a more responsible adult. So I overall got into Spotify. I figured, you know what? I'm making good money. Let me do things the legitimate way. Let me start getting my music in a legitimate way. I went ahead, I downloaded the app Spotify. I think at the time I did have an iPhone too. I'm trying to think, was Apple Music? I don't think Apple Music was, I don't think it was as popular as Spotify was and stuff. But anyways, and yeah, them are like the two big platforms, Apple Music and Spotify. There are other ones, but them are the two where it's like they're like neck and neck when it comes to music and stuff. But anyways, so yeah, I went with Spotify. And I enjoyed it. I think I remember was it a week? I think it was like a week trial that they gave me. It was either a week or a month. I can't remember. It might have been a week. But anyways, yeah, they gave me a week trial. I was listening to music left and right. I'm like, this is what I've been missing out on. Having to go to YouTube, copy the link of the video or like wherever and stuff. And then I have to go to one of them websites and download it. I'm like, versus I could just search up the person's name, the song's right there. And all I just got to do is just save the song and then it gets added to a automatically created playlist. I'm like, I'm never going back, you know? So, but anyways, yeah, and then from that day forward, I always use Spotify, you know, and it even got to a point where it was like Spotify, they had like this promotion deal, and I'm like, fam, you guys, you know what, because I have something I am going to say about Spotify more so towards the end of this episode, but I just want to kind of go down a little, you know, how much of a dedicated subscriber that I've been, for, you know, since I've been using Spotify and stuff, but anyways, but yeah, Spotify had this deal going on where you could, so it was like, you pretty much get Hulu on them. And I'm like, fam, wait a minute, time out. You mean to tell me I'm getting Hulu on top of Spotify? Oh, this can't get any better. I'm like, this cannot get any better. I'm like, this is without doubt the best platform of all time, all right? But anyways, and then I think that's how I ended up losing out on that deal. So I had got me a new debit card, but I didn't switch it. So instead of just going, I think, switching out the payment stuff, I ended up canceling my membership by mistake. And then, yeah, they didn't even have it where that deal was going on. And pretty much I couldn't go back and get that deal again. And I'm like, there's no possible way of me getting that deal back. And Spotify was like, no. So, in my opinion, that's where I had to say I started having like a downfall with Spotify. Because I'm like, well, fam, I mean, what was the reason of even having it in the first place? Like, that should have just been an automatic, that should have just been like a permanent thing. It shouldn't have been something where it's like, oh, we're going to raise the price, but at the same time, we're going to be taking away stuff from you. Like, nah, bro, that just, to me, that don't make no sense. I'm like, the app, to just explain to you guys, Spotify has not changed since I started using it. It's still been the same platform. Like, I go back and I'm listening to music that I was saving back then in 2016, and I'm like, fam, there ain't like that, there ain't no difference. I'm like, all I use Spotify for is listening to music. I had to say, yeah, I did have some moments where I was listening to some podcasts and stuff, but other than that, it's like there's nothing that has changed with Spotify. So it confuses the life out of me that they started raising their prices. And so that was another issue that I started having with Spotify. Why are you guys raising your prices? There ain't nothing that you guys are doing that's different to the app. I'm saying it's like this app. So, and then another downfall is that they keep changing up things about the app. Like, they're not changing it for the better. They're taking away stuff. Like, there's this thing that, I don't even know, like, some days they'll have it, some days they won't have it. And I'm like, fam, either have it or don't have it, but stop putting it in the app and then taking it away. But so, when you're scrolling through your music, like, for me, let me just see how many songs I have saved onto my, Spotify account, cause it's a lot. It ain't like I got like maybe a few songs. No, I got over 4,000 songs saved on my Spotify account. So at times it does take me a while. Like, if there's a song that I want to listen to, and I'm like, okay, I know what area of the song, because I'm like, once when I see these songs, it's kind of like a street. I'm like, all right, so once when I see this place, I know I'm getting closer. So that's how it is when I'm going through my Spotify, like the songs that I've liked. So anyways, so they will usually have this like scroller where you can scroll down the music a little bit faster, but throughout the years, they've added it and then taken it away, and then they've added it and then taken it away, and then added it and taken it. I'm like, fam, are you guys going to have that fast scrolling thing on the side or not? I'm saying, make up your mind, because there's days when I'm like, okay, I know that it's going to take me a while to find that song. It's been a while since I've listened to it. Like, there's been times where I've had to unlike songs and then like them again, just so I don't have to go and be scrolling feeling like I'm playing a game or something. And I'm like, fam, then there's that. And so, but anyways, so the recent issue that I've been having with Spotify, and I'm like, this is the one thing that the app is designed to do. There ain't nothing else that you could do on the app. It ain't like they got games. It ain't like they got, the only thing that they have on there is podcasts and music. I'm trying to think, what else do they have? I feel like there might have been a point in time where they had music videos, but I don't think that really took off. But if they, I don't think they really be having music videos on there like that. But anyways, overall though, the one thing that it's designed to do on like the whole origins of Spotify is listening to music. That's the only thing that is designed to do. That is what got Spotify started in the first place, is by people listening to music. Now, what I'm trying to figure out, so I started noticing it, I think it was maybe late September. It was either late September or early October. But either way, it's been going on far too long, to the point where I'm like, I'm getting frustrated. But anyways, so there's this song by the group Migos called Avalanche. There's at times when I'm like, if I'm out somewhere and I'm listening to that song, it puts me in a mood. It makes me feel good about myself. I'm like, I'm walking, I got like this imaginary aura going on around me. I'm listening to this song, I'm feeling myself. I feel good. It's a feel-good song. That's how I listen to Avalanche. I'm like, this is a feel-good song. This is a song to let me know that I got something going on about myself, and I gotta be proud of it, all right? But anyways, there was a day where I went to go listen to Migos' song Avalanche, right? So I scrolled through. I eventually come across the song. I click on it. The original song, I can't remember what song I was listening to, but I was listening to another song. I'm like, my thing is this. I'm not just going, when I put my headphones in, I gotta listen to music. I can't just be sitting there with headphones in and not listening to music. So I might choose a song that very first appears in my playlist, but I'm like, it's just a song to listen to up until I find Migos song Avalanche. So anyways, there's another issue that I have with Spotify, but I ain't gonna talk on that. I'm gonna leave that alone. I might talk on it at some point in time. But anyways, so scrolling. Eventually, I start seeing some songs that that I recognize. I'm like, okay, Avalanche is coming up in a few more scrolls, right? So anyways, I finally come across it. I click on it. The song that I was listening to originally stops playing. Migos Avalanche does not start up. And I'm clicking on it. And I'm like, fam, what is going on? So I'm just thinking, it's that song, right? Okay, no big deal. I clicked on another song. That song wasn't playing. So I clicked on another song. That song wasn't playing. This has been going on far too long, bro. Far too long. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is, how do you guys have a bug in this app that prevents the app from playing so today I'm going and I'm out and I'm listening to my music. I click on a song ain't playing. Okay, scroll a little bit more, click on that song ain't playing. Scroll a little bit more, click on another song, that song is not playing. Fam, what am I paying you guys for? Because to me, I'm paying you guys to listen to music. That's the only thing that I do when I listen to stuff or music on Spotify. I go to your guys' app to listen to music. Now, to me, I feel like that's crazy how I've been dealing with this since it's either been late September or early October, but I have been dealing with this far too long. You guys have been taking money out of my account. So how am I supposed to feel where I'm paying you guys for a service and I'm not getting no service? Like, how am I supposed to? So you know what? This is what I got for Spotify. Because I'm like, nah, you guys done had way too many. And so the other issue that they have is that they got like this shuffle recommendation thing where it starts playing. So they have it where there's like I think it's like repeat all, and then they got shuffle, and then this shuffle recommendation where it plays songs that I don't even save. That shuffle recommendation shouldn't even exist. I'm like, my thing is this: when I listen to music, if I hear a song that I like, that should be the only, in that playlist, that should be the only song that I should be listening to. Shuffle recommendation should be its own thing, but it should not be involved. Because the thing that I don't like is that when I be listening to music and then I'm like, oh, okay, let me take shuffle off because I just might want to listen to these next few songs or something. Then it randomly selects that shuffle or no. So it'll still continue on from shuffle, and then the next song, then it'll go from that song, and that song's like thousands of songs down the playlist. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, that wasn't the next song. Why are you guys even playing that? I'm telling you, the Spotify app, it is bugged, bro. It really is bugged. And I'm like, to me, that just doesn't, there's even other times where I was dealing with stuff. They had a security issue. Now, since then, they have worked on that security issue. But I remember at one point in time, my Spotify account had got hacked. So I'm over here listening to my music. This is when I was working in Seattle. Now, when I'm listening to my music, I don't want to be disturbed. I don't want to be disturbed while I'm walking down the street listening to my music. I don't want to be disturbed when I'm asleep on the bus listening to my music. So guess what happens? So I'm asleep on the bus. My music stops playing. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Why is my music not playing no more? All of a sudden, it starts playing some Spanish music. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, if it ain't Suave Mente, I ain't trying to listen to it. Why is this song playing right now? Then all of a sudden I get logged out of my account, then it's talking about, oh, your password and stuff has been changed. So now originally I had another Spotify account, but that account had got hacked. So I had to create another Spotify account. And I told the support team people that, can you guys come out with a 2-step verification so I ain't got to deal with that no more? They talking about, oh, well, you'll have to sign a petition thing to get that into, overall, like to get that on the app. And I'm thinking to myself, why do I gotta? No, I'm dealing with this now. I'm paying you guys to listen to music, but I'm not even listening to the music that I want to listen to because my account keeps getting hacked. No, there shouldn't be no petition. That should be the next update for your guys' app. Adding a security system to prevent that from happening. Now, I haven't dealt with that in years, but at one point in time, yeah, it was going on for a while. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, I don't even know what I'm paying you guys for if I'm not even getting the service that I want to get. So, yeah, it's like Spotify. The thing is this. I know if somebody were to ask me, should I get into Spotify, I definitely would tell them to be careful. I'm like, get in to see if you can test it out, and who knows, because I feel like nowadays it's like you can't really like test out things all within that week. You gotta like wait some months, maybe, and I've had Spotify for years. If this stuff would have been happening during that first week I was going through that trial, I wouldn't even have fooled with Spotify. I'm like, no, this app is broken and I'm not fooling with it. But of course, stuff nowadays, yeah, it gotta go on for some time. You gotta have it for some time in order for these bugs to start happening. And I'm like, fam, I'm not paying you guys to be dealing with bugs. I'm paying you guys so I can listen to music. Now, when I can't listen to half my music, what am I paying you guys for? Y'all should be taking half of the money that you're asking for, not all of it. Because to me, that don't make no sense. So, yeah, like I said, I'm giving Spotify until the end, because I made a tweet about this too. I'm giving them till the end of the month. And I'm telling you right now, if they don't fix this stuff by the end of the month, I have no desires on listening to music on Spotify again. I'm like, if I gotta go to Apple Music or I was checking out Amazon Music, whichever. But I'm like, I know one thing. I'm not going to be out here paying for a service and I'm not even getting a service. That to me just doesn't even make any sense. That's like paying for Netflix, but the movies won't start up. That's like paying for a YouTube subscription, or yeah, you subscribe to a YouTuber and they're uploading blank videos. I'm trying to think. That's like ordering some pizza and you ain't getting no pizza. You just get the box. But you still got to pay full price for it and stuff. I'm like with video. I was getting ready to use video games as an example. And I'm like, is that what the issue is? Y'all are looking at how video games, how they're making all this money off of halfway broken video games. And you thinking, nah. I'm like, what you guys need to be focused on is improving your app. Not worried about if that's what you guys are doing, then I guarantee and I promise you Spotify ain't gonna last that long. Because that to me, I'm like, that just doesn't even make any sense. Where you're charging people money for this app and it ain't even working. That just doesn't, and the thing is this, I know people are gonna probably be all like, oh, you out here saying these things. I'm like, Spotify very well. They know, the thing is this. If they feel a certain way about the stuff that I've said, how would they feel if they're paying for a service or a subscription and they're not getting the service that they want? Because they gonna feel the same way I feel. So I'm just saying, fix the app. That's all I'm asking. So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.